Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Houston Texans. Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. Completed over the middle. He's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Get it.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Another carry for him. Down to the 10. He's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Now for the first time, it's a game to the rookie from Wake Forest. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Bill Rowe from the gun. It's everything he has under this one. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go, Scott. Panther 60, Panther 6, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Steady.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off. Trey Amos. one back. It's a pick six and a Tampa Bay touchdown. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that third down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic, not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Return starts from the goal line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Crosses midfield, and he's still going. Oh, I don't think so. He took it all the way. Touchdown. Oh, baby, what a return. This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14, Texans 7.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Ready.
Willis looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
Got it. Ready.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Come on. Set.
Going left side, Bowers has it. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. 19, Tiger. Cut 19. Cut 19.
One of the tight ends motioning left. Throwing on 1st down. Willis. Hauled in. Again, it's Bowers. And he's down to almost... Nope. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. Give him 25 on that play. And the Bucs have the 1st.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Craig. Hawk 70.
Sending a tight end in motion left.
Ready up.
Willis now. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Buccaneers, 1st down.
Ready.
Gain of 12.
Gibbs now from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
Here's Willis to the air. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And the Texans will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. We've set it down from 37.
37 yard line.
Ready? 18, 5 in. Ready?
Milrow with it on first. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jacob Parrish. And the Buccaneers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You could feel them, Kate. You could feel the convoy. They were going. They thought they might have another one, but unfortunately, not another touchdown. But you know what? Not going to stop them from celebrating in another big game-changing play.
Bucks to the line. First and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let's go now. Panther 60. Ready?
They go play action. Here's Willis. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this.
On the set.
Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be third down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throwing is Willis. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. Fourth down coming up. Now Cameron Dicker on to try the field goal. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash.
42-yard attempt.
Dicker connects there. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
On the ready.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10.
Ready.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Connects on the crosser. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That one hits for 30. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
Complete beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Bracco 80. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
On the red zone now. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Let's go. 18, Dragon 60. Ready, right?
Shotgun now for Milrow. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans face a 4-point deficit. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans cut it to a field goal game.
Texans 14.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
On the jump.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Willis dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
At that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Willis to throw it. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked off by Peyton Wilson.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And they make the tackle at the 38.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a complete.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jonte Barron has it. And the Buccaneers have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Come on.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He is down to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Now, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the draw, this is Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Willis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Defense's first sack of the game, kid. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he can find himself going backwards, and in this case, a really big loss.
Come back, team. Let's go now. Gotta be lying. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the
3-yard line.
Run it.
Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Pistol now for Milrow. He put everything he's got behind it. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Check smash. Check smash.
Second and 10. No room to throw. He's trying to go deep again. That's it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, ready?
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone.
Go.
From the gun, Milrow. Buying some time right. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get some late points and the lead. Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
Texans 21, Buccaneers 17. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Come on, 7 Tigers, 7 Vikings, 18.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Mustang 19, Panther 60, Panther 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Shotgun snap now to Willis. On the move, headed right. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
19 Tigers.
Slot receivers headed left. Willis now, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he'll try to hit this one well. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. That return's going to leave him enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half. 1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
19 Lions.
Milrow from the gun. And this one is launched downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Corey Black has got it. And the Buccaneers have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. At the distance, but no good. It finds that left upright. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. Get some space around midfield. Free inside the 30. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans drive their lead to 11.
Buccaneers 17. Ryan Fitzgerald.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. In motion right is Mims.
Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Dragon 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Willis looking to throw. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Warriors 17.
And play fake now, Willis to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
And they bring him down around the 34. 6-yard gain on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
Here we go.
At the 34-yard line.
Running it now out of the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Get up. Ready.
Here's Willis. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They get 22 out of that play. And the Bucs have the 1st.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Bronco 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Drop 60. Drop 60.
From the red zone on 1st. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
All right, they're going to throw for it. He rolls to his right. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now it's Milroe. Hits him on the in route. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go.
Milroe now to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
Milroe looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
1st and 10.
Ready, set.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Red. Buffalo. 60 bikes.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
Short pass brought in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans hold an 11-point advantage. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand.
Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. This will end up as a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here's Willis to the air. Headed out right. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Willis. He's trying to push the field. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for this. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And they take him down right along the 30.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Go.
Throwing now, Milroe. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they'll decline this and take the results.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Gibbs. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. Dragon 60. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
No throw. 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. They send a tight end in motion. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Panther 60, Panther 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Lone back gets the handoff. He's got it in the red zone. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
13-yard line.
18, Rattler, 18, 70, Timberwolf. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. By the pylon. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
From the gun, Milrow. Forced out to his right. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead.
Buccaneers 23.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Bronco 80.
In motion right is Mims. Throwing on 1st down, Willis. This is Cox, that's Bowers working downfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Gun snap now to Willis. Escapes the pocket. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk, 70 Rangers.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Fits it through the middle. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. Couldn't find a completion on first down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
79 Broncos.
Willis now. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
And it's
Hurry, 70. Ready.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. This gets the 1st and more. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Okay, Brock, I think the official double and then triple check this with their coach. But yes, they are indeed choosing to decline the penalty and letting that touchdown stand.
Kate, if there is ever a moment that defies all explanation on the football field, that may be it.
And they pick him off again. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. The 50. The 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back.
51. Buccaneers 29.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, start. 18 Cardinal, 18.
Middle row from the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's middle row to throw. That finds Burks, complete. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
To the air, Milrow. He put everything he had into this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
2nd and 10. No run to throw. Still has some space inside the 35. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. So 20 yards on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Let's go now.
Handoff now from the gun. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Go.
They give it to him again. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Euro throwing on 3rd down. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Ryan Fitzgerald lining up for the field goal. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Fitzgerald sends this through. And their lead grows further to 25 points.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
To throw, here's Willis. Buys time, rolling right. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Check. 19 Tiger. Ready.
They go play action. Here's Willis. It's Bowers with another catch. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
It's a gain of 9.
19 Tiger, 60.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Hauled in. Again, it's Bowers. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
70 Ranger.
From the red zone on 1st. Forced out to his right. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. He keeps it himself on 3rd down. And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Now Willis leading his offense up to go for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
70.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you could run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
They're going to pass it here. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Pressure's there, and the Bucs got him. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
So it's a win for the Texans. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.